we're taking it all. Diving deep into topics, we'll rise or we'll fall. Every episode's a journey, a ride through the maze. Join us on this path, let's ignite the blaze. So grab your headphones tight, let's go for a ride. With every spin and twist, we'll cut and run and hide. The Prime Directive, where the laughter's
I remember
alive.
when I was growing up, it's like you hung out with your friends. You had to learn to deal with their good days, their bad days, when they did something you did not like. And when you did something they didn't like, so you had to go through these specific stages of development to sort out problems.
We weren't so
figure
sheltered.
Things out.
Yeah, we weren't so sheltered. I don't think we were as sheltered in the 70s and 80s. Certainly, I mean, we had kids that we used to have dirt clog wars behind Target. We'd be throwing rocks at each other. I mean,
wow,
just astounding. There goes your eye, getting beamed in the head and running home with blood going down your face. And we went through some pretty crazy stuff. And now kids are much more
crazy.
They're protected, and I think they're over sheltered now. I think that's what the data is indicating. That Jonathan Haidt book, that Anxious Generation, he's got a lot of data. There's going to be some broken arms. There just are. There's going to be some knocked out teeth. There's going to be
Apparently, we're on the verge of developing technology to regrow teeth, not to meander, but that's a legitimate
I'll
thing.
ask my sister about that.
I know.
Yes.
My sister's the prosthodontist here in town, so she'll be up on that.
Yeah, it's remarkable, and that kind of that's where we are. To still kind of tie it into the conversation, talking about our sphere of influence. There was Neil deGrasse Tyson was talking about this. He was talking about how, and we can tie this into talking about experts and how experts are undermined, and how it takes very little to discredit someone. So as long as you can do that, and how much of an impact it can really have on society. But we are capable of landing machinery on a different planet, and that machinery has another machine on it. We are flying helicopters on Mars. Came from a Mars rover that flies over the planet to survey the planet and take scientific samples and all that, and yet somehow we are incapable of just looking past this nonsense of putting people into other groups or classifying them as less than.
If we can get out of our own way, we have the answers to
so many things.
Unlocking the potential.
Quantum computing
dreams. Yep.
Alone, and talk about fusion energy, the holy grail of energy. People, think about historically the issues humanity has faced in terms of how do we supply a sufficient amount of energy for society to continue to grow, expand, and be better. And we are on the verge of creating this unlimited energy source with very few sidebacks, mind you.
We would still have to figure out a way to
equitably share it.
I know. Well, and Liesl and I are watching have you seen Landman? It's this show on.
With Billy Bob Thornton. Which
superb show. But
yes,
he's just talking there about the whole system has been built on fossil fuel, crappy consumption. The whole thing. Everything from the plastic on the shoes to the
plastic
microfoam right here it's just their whole lives have just been petroleum based. And so to get off of that, and it is going to have to happen. It's going to, there's only 100 years.
Not even. Do you know what it's currently at?
70. I don't know.
It's under 50 years based on proven reserves.
Well, we don't have the ability to drill enough of it out of the shale areas. And you can see how incredibly dangerous. That show does a great job of showing just how dangerous extracting
I can imagine
dirty fuels and fossil fuels is from the environment. It pollutes.
Horizontal drilling and fracking. They kind of touch on all of that.
it's horrendous for the
And
environment.
it's not like preaching. It's not. But
it's
it's just saying this is the facts.
We don't have any. If we stop today, society would just collapse. So we're going to have to off-ramp over the next 50 years. We're going to have to figure out a way to switch to alternative sources of energy production. I believe we can do it. We've survived ice ages where we got down to like 9,000 people. We've survived wars. We've survived nuclear holocausts. We've survived genocide. We've survived Nazis. Humanity has survived. We have survived. We're a survival species. There's something very special about us. I think we're actually our own worst enemy. It's us. I know people worry about like asteroids and stuff hitting the Earth in 2032 or whatever.
Oh, I heard about that as well. Yeah.
There's always another asteroid, right? There's always, because there's a quadrillion of them in the solar system. But it's us. It really is us. It's if we can, and then that of course starts with the self, right? Because you are your own first and only obstacle. And then once you can get past that, then maybe you can make connections with others and bridge out from there. That's how you do it. If someone wants to change the world, change yourself. You change yourself, you change your neighbor. You change your neighbor,
definitely.
Change your family. Change your family, change the community. Community changes the nation. Nation can change the earth. It's the building blocks again, starting small, with small podcasts.
Yes.
And sharing. And
which, by the way, can we take a moment and also thank our viewers because we have surpassed a pretty darn major milestone. We have amassed over 1,000 views. And when you think about it, that's 1,000 views.
It is. It's kind of trippy.
It really is because I remember my goal was if we could get to 100
views. Yeah.
I'm just gonna throw my hands up in the air, call this a success, and move on, and just be like, "Yep, I'm a celebrity at this particular point."
Celebrity.
After 100 views.
Well, and I remember the whole idea was
people are recognizing you in the store at this point.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah.
No, the whole idea was we wanted to do something for us that was a chance for us to just talk and
absolutely.
Comment and connect and in a way that we have just not seen elsewhere, because a lot of other shows, I mean all of them, the big ones are just so produced, right? It's this high production thing.
Agreed.
And you get to this certain level where it's like, here's your mattress or here's your water.
Which by the way, we forgot our corporate sponsor. Yes, Air. Keep breathing.
Enjoy it.
It's very big in Wyoming. It's really big. It's very windy out there. So it's
see.
Good one.
How
did you guys get that sponsor? How did you get it?
Well, I was driving through Wyoming and I just kept hearing.
And you called a guy who knew a guy who knew a gal.
Yeah.
And you got air.
Yep.
And I'm full of hot air, so we already had a lot of that.
Yeah.
So.
Makes sense.
It is.
Good for you.
Well,
good for you too.
Well, I think we've covered enough topics for
we have indeed
for the next
always.
75 episodes. All right.
Sorry.
If you'd like to see Dr. Liesl Eberhardt back on the next episode,
absolutely.
Please comment in the comments section. We would like to have her on again.
We
would also like to invite some other people, like maybe next time we can invite Trump. You think he'll show up?
Hey, you know what? Like Lex Friedman would always say, I'm willing to talk to anyone.
Even Hitler's ghost? Really?
I suppose anyone alive.
Another Kellerman concept, Hitler's ghost.
We actually have access to quite a few academics, believe it or not. I would love to interview some of the incredible hometown academics and people that we know. I would who have incredible wisdom, life experiences.
My co-author,
that's
Elena,
right,
on
Dr.
Honesty
Elena.
and Deception would be fun.
We could do there's a lot of ways to go with this and connect with audiences out there. So
hey, this is
right. It's the beginning of great things.
Boy, is it, and it's the beginning of Eric's early retirement.
It is.
Beginning of the end.
A beginning of early retirement
exit.
and an enlarged prostate.
And on that note, we would like to thank you for watching.
So enlarged.
And can I just say, as long as we what are we gonna keep doing?
Keep pulling
it and beating it.
Keep beating it hard and long. Keep beating it.
Oh my God. Bye-bye.
Bye. Like pulling it. Keep pulling it.
As we close the chapter, lend us your ear. The Prime Directive's calling, so let's pass a beer. The Prime Directive, where the laughter's alive. Society's reflections, let's help each other thrive. Politics and culture.